Hello everyone, Derek here with Get Lost Trails. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Sedona, Arizona, getting ready to head out on a hike here from the Brins Mesa Trailhead, also called the Tompson Trailhead. We are going to head across from here on Cibola Pass, up the Soldiers Pass Trail, and back across and down on Brins Mesa. As you see it there, it's listed as 5 miles, 8 kilometers round trip. There's an optional side trip up to a cave though. It's gonna add probably 0.6 of a mile to it. And typically boots on the ground is a little further than a line on a map, but kind of gives you an idea what we're headed out for. Brins Mesa Trailhead is a fee area here. It's $5 a day, $15 a week for a Red Rocks pass. If you have an America the Beautiful interagency pass, just lay that in your dash, that'll cover you as well. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy the hike. Pretty soon into the hike on the Cibola Trail, you do enter the Red Rock Secret Mountain Wilderness. Crossed over Cibola Pass there. Some pretty neat views from here. We have the Cibola Mitten there, Morning Glory Spire, and then Capitol Butte off in the distance there. About 0.8 of a mile into the hike, the Cibola Trail meets and joins the Jordan Trail. The Jordan Trail is open to bicycles. We've exited the wilderness there. One and a quarter miles, 2 kilometers into the hike, we've reached the Soldiers Pass Trail here. This is the point where we'll start working north up Soldiers Wash, looping around Brins Butte, cutting across and coming back south on the Brins Mesa Trail. Right here at the intersection of Soldiers Pass and Jordan Trail, you'll reach what is known as the Devil's Kitchen Sinkhole, a large hole in the ground created by the collapse of the roof on what once was an underground cavern. About 3/4 of a mile up the Soldier Pass Trail, you'll reach the area known as 7 Sacred Pools. 7 pools of water over here in Soldier Wash. Very popular destination, probably in a little warmer weather when there's also more water flow. Right now it is December, it's pretty dry. There is some water, however, down in the pools right now. Not the great picture opportunity that it is at times, and definitely not a time to jump in it and cool off. They've got a skim of ice on them at the moment. Coming to the area where Soldiers Pass Road ends, it's been kind of paralleling Soldiers Pass Trail on the opposite side of the wash there. That is a motorized route, but it requires a permit through recreation.gov. They only issue 12 per day, I believe, currently, and it's $6 for that. Not too far past the end of Soldiers Pass Road there. 3 miles, 4.8 kilometers into the hike, we've reached the spur that will take us up to the cave. It's not marked, at least the spur isn't indicated. There's a sign that says trail both ways for Soldiers Pass Trail, and this big pile of tree branches here across the spur. You'll note a turn there. I don't know if it's not an official Forest Service route, but it's on the map. Hiking the spur in and out up to the cave will add 0.6 of a mile to your loop hike. I think it'll be worth it though. I know getting on up to the cave itself at the very end is a little challenging. Getting fairly close to the cave here. I think we can see our destination in front of us there. Getting to this point has been fairly strenuous. It's leveled out enough here I've been able to catch my breath enough to talk. Well, we've made it to the base of the cave. Let's see if we can get on up there. We've made it to the cave. It's kind of dark in here, so I'm not sure how well this will turn out, but it is pretty neat. Well, the cave was pretty neat. It's time to work on back down to Soldiers Pass Trail, continue on up and around to Brins Mesa Trail. Still got quite a bit more work to get up to Brins Mesa actually. So far the Soldiers Pass Trail has been pretty easy, and it'll be easy for a little bit longer, but eventually we'll have to start climbing up that general area there. Just north of the Spur Trail over to the cave, we enter the Red Rock Secret Mountain Wilderness again. The final leg of Soldiers Pass up towards Brins Mesa gets a little more strenuous. We're just getting into the part where we're starting to work up. We have to work up basically that whole hill there to get to the top there, to cut around and go back down on Brins Mesa Trail. Still working up Soldiers Pass Trail here, getting pretty close to the point where we'll cut across and come back down the Brins Mesa Trail. If we look off in the distance on the other side of us here, that larger light colored formation, that is Brins Mesa. We'll be walking across this lower level here. The pointy thing, that's Brins Butte. Once we get over there, we will have a chance to take another little side spur up to an overlook area. You can see that rock from here. I'm probably not doing a very good job pointing at it, but it might be there somewhere. It's a nice little hike out across there, very pretty. Hike gets much easier once we get up here on Brins Mesa, because we'll start working out across that flat area and then back down to the trailhead. Made it up here to the top where the trail levels out, cut across. We are now joining the Brins Mesa Trail to continue the loop on around. There's an opportunity to do a short spur hike up to a scenic view on top of a rock, and then we'll start working back down towards the trailhead. Once we join the Brins Mesa Trail there, we have continued to climb ever so slightly. We will continue that until we break over and head down the other side. But first, let's take a short detour over here to the top of what I'm going to call Panoramic Rock. Just right here off to our right. Not very far over there, obviously. Great view from up here at Panoramic Rock, but it's time to continue on, head around the Brins Mesa Trail. We'll be starting down pretty soon, heading down back towards the trailhead. We are at an elevation of 5,115 feet, 1,560 meters, I believe. Not quite sure if that's the high point on the loop, but it's got to be pretty close to it. The stunning scenery continues off in front of us right now. On the right there, we have the rock formation known as the Fin, the Acropolis there, and then off in the distance, that snow-capped area, that is Wilson Mountain, standing at an elevation of over 7,000 feet or 2,135 meters. It looks shorter than this light-colored formation, but that's just the perspective. Wilson Mountain is further away. Getting fairly close to being back to the trailhead. There are still some nice views down through here. Some of it's a little obscured by the trees at times, but when you get a chance of an opening like this off to our east, pretty good look at some rock formations here. I pointed these out earlier, hopefully correctly. They're more distinctive from this vantage point. So that is the Acropolis there, and the Fin, Tisha Spire there, and then the dark rock over there is Steamboat Rock. Leaving the Red Rock Secret Mountain Wilderness behind us here. As we get pretty close to being back to the trailhead, we'll be wrapping this hike up pretty shortly. So be sure to stick around a few more seconds for my final mileage and closing thoughts. We have come full circle. 7.5 miles, 12 kilometers, just over 4 hours total, including all my side trips. Definitely a fun hike. Sure enjoyed it. It's always nice to get out here in Sedona and do a loop hike. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and let me know. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to check out my channel for other hiking videos around Sedona. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day. Let's do the obligatory bathroom check. Just about to have a supply shortage at this one. Not the cleanest, but this is the worst one I've seen so far, actually. Most of them have been pretty good.